Do not fear to be eccentric in opinion, for every opinion now accepted was once eccentric. Sometimes, as we're stumbling along in the dark, we hit something good. We are animals, and as animals we kill to survive. Unfortunately, some of us are monsters and kill just because they can. Every impulse of feeling should be guided by reason, and, in my opinion, exertion should always be in proportion to what is required. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. For the world is in a bad state, but everything will become still worse unless each of us does his best. To be haunted is to glimpse a truth that might best be hidden. Never give up on anybody. Miracles happen every day. There is a thin line between poverty and success, and it is perseverance. Successful people don't stop until they see the result they desire. Without education, you're not going anywhere in this world. Peace is not happenstance. It is a living fire that must be fed constantly. It must be tended with vigilance, else it dies out. Wrong does not cease to be wrong because the majority share in it. The secret of success in life is for a man to be ready for his opportunity when it comes. The better organized the state, the duller its humanity. Real courage is when you know you're licked before you begin, but you begin anyway and see it through no matter what. It has shown me that everything is illuminated in the light of the past. It is always along the side of us, on the inside, looking out. It is impossible or not easy to alter by argument what has long been absorbed by habit. Decide what you want to be, pay the price, and be what you want to be. Where you stumble and fall, there you will find gold. You can't stay in your corner of the forest waiting for others to come to you. You have to go to them sometimes. A man may die, nations may rise and fall, but an idea lives on. Ideas have endurance without death. The words he said, too, must be human enough to bleed. Kakanakan Yangabadi Turltak Pada Kilokan Adab Dan Katinjian Ilmasizi Orang. You can Turltak Pada Waja Dan Pikayanya. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. Do not wait for the last judgment. It comes every day. The best way to prepare for life is to begin to live. Anything not worth doing is worth not doing well. Think about it. We have a responsibility to help those around us and help others in need. How much I missed, simply because I was afraid of missing it. Sometimes you can see things happen right in front of your eyes and still jump to the wrong conclusions. I need you to be happy. I need one of us to be happy. Liberty without learning is always in peril, and learning without liberty is always in vain. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. So long as you fight the darkness, you stand in the light. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Many things are not as they seem. The worst things in life never are. I had to learn to live without you, and I couldn't make sense of it, because I left so much of me inside of you. Every time I plant a seed, he say kill it before it grow. He say kill it before they grow. Shallow men believe in luck or in circumstance. Strong men believe in cause and effect. Do not let the roles you play in life make you forget that you are human. Dreaming is the poetry of life, and we must be forgiven if we indulge in it a little. My feelings are too loud for words and too shy for the world. No matter how many people give me advice, I am going to do what my heart tells me to do. If I work hard enough, there will be things I can do tomorrow that I can't do today. Free your mind from routine, keep your brain somewhere else. To turn your dreams into reality, all your resources, efforts, and concentration should be aligned in the same direction. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. You are immensely gifted, my friend. You can find it within you like I found something within May a few years ago. She will always wear her crown, regardless of the hate. Treat everyone with politeness and kindness, not because they are nice, but because you are. There is no shelter from the willful blindness of a politician. Integrity is a powerful force, keeping you alive to others long after you've left their presence. I tell you, one must still have chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star. I tell you, you still have chaos in yourselves. Better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. Kananji yang lalu, hadapi yang baru dengan penikeziakaran. You become mature when you become the authority of your own life. If you don't behave as you believe, you will end by believing as you behave. Clean your home first before complaining about others. Light cannot lose in a race against darkness, even if denied a head start. You are willing to die, you coward, but not to live. He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to walk and run and climb and dance. One cannot fly into flying. True potential is realized when we stretch, when we choose to go beyond our present perceived capability. People always say life is too short for regrets, but the truth is, it's too long. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. Great things happen to those who don't stop believing, trying, learning, and being grateful. You will have 500 million little bells, and I shall have 500 million springs of fresh water. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. If you only write when inspired, you may be a fairly decent poet, but you'll never be a novelist. Every life has a destiny. The trick is to discover it before the end of your life. Otherwise, you will have too many regrets. Life is short. Focus on what really matters most. You have to change your priorities over time. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. I may not have gone where I intended to go, but I think I have ended up where I needed to be. If I tell you not to follow me, it ain't because I hate you, kiddo. I just don't want you feel disappointed when seeing the truth. You cannot control the behavior of others, but you can always choose how you respond to it. Strengthen my heart to keep speaking what I know is true even when it hurts and brings pain I must go through. You have succeeded in life when all you really want is only what you really need. The most boring and unproductive question one can ask of any religion is whether or not it is true. People have only as much liberty as they have the intelligence to want and the courage to take. People have boldness to criticize, but not to sensitize. Truth is naturally universal and shines into many different windows, though many are clouded. Skill is only developed by hours and hours of work. It is not that I am mad, it is only that my head is different from yours. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. The reason I talk to myself is because I'm the only one whose answers I accept. I could react or respond to your maliciousness against me, but I'm busy with stock-taking, counting my blessings one by one. Brilliance is impossible without a touch of insanity. It's time to start living the life you've imagined. At your absolute best, you still won't be good enough for the wrong person. At your worst, you'll still be worth it to the right person. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. Stop doing what is easy. Start doing what is right. Anarchism is founded on the observation that since few men are wise enough to rule themselves, even fewer are wise enough to rule others. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. Still, anyone who trusts a serpent deserves its bite. The wise see a creature for what it is, not what it says it may be. I think the discomfort that some people feel in going to the monkey cages at the zoo is a warning sign. Be the person that will take the first step towards personal success. You will be remembered for it. Don't be discouraged if your effort does not yield desirable result. Good thing take time. But it's important to acknowledge that while we may make mistakes, in the long run, we may also learn from them. Spread kindness, caring, and compassion and create your own paradise. Infuse it with joy, and you've created heaven on earth. Life equals running, and when we stop running, maybe that's how we'll know life is finally finished. Your conscience is the measure of the honesty of your selfishness. Listen to it carefully.